Welcome to the November 10th, 2020 City of Broussard Council meeting. Please silence your cell phones, and if anyone from the audience would like to comment on an item listed on the agenda, please fill out a blue card located in the back of the room and turn your card into our city clerk. Each speaker will be given a maximum of 5 minutes. Please stand for the pledge. We'd like to dedicate tonight's prayer to Mrs. Gertrude Boudreau, who passed away this morning. Ms. Boudreau served on our Chamber of Commerce board for many years, and she was also an employee of a local bank. I think she was a friend to everyone she has met, and we're going to miss her dearly. Councilman Gary, would you lead us in a prayer?
We, the members of the Broussard City Council, beg of thee, Almighty God, to enlighten our minds so that our work will be just and fair in all things. Give us the courage and strength to fulfill our duties according to the laws of the land, and fulfilling also thy holy will on earth and in heaven, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Before we go any further, I'd like to congratulate Don on his victorious campaign and go with it.
Good work, Bob.
Thanks everybody for the support. It always felt good here at Broussard, so thank you all so much. I appreciate it all. Thank you.
Item 2.1, accept the minutes of the October 27th, 2020 meeting. Do we have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any public comment, Tina?
No public comments.
The packet included a copy of the minutes from the October 27th meeting. Is there any council discussion?
Question?
District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
Motion carries.
Item 3.1, adopt resolution number 643-20, accepting the lowest responsive bid of $192,014 and no cents from Southern Constructors LLC for the construction of a 12-inch water line along Ambassador Caffrey Parkway and Bonan Road. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I move.
Our presenter tonight is Mr. Daniel Hutchinson from Como Engineering. Welcome, Daniel.
Okay. This project was originally extending the 12-inch water line from Steins all the way across on the other side of Bonan. After looking at it, we figured we could tie into Lafayette's water right by Super One and extend it to our customers by that doctor's office right on the side of Corner Market. On October 28th, we received 4 bids, and the lowest responsive bidder was Southern Constructors as $192,014.50, and we had a budgeted amount of $335,000. So we're able to save some money by doing that.
Can I just help you clarify something that you were saying? So originally the council, the project as presented was a longer project.
Yes, sir.
The reason the project came to the council is because we have a development basically across from Super One Foods, that Bonan Road area that needed water service. They're in Broussard. They're building a car wash there. So the original design was to come from the racetrack, which is on Youngsville Highway and Ambassador, and come up. The council budgeted it as the engineering was being done. Como Engineering offered a plan that was cheaper, but still got the job done. And we've also, for a few years, needed to bring water to the other businesses on that location. There's a service station there. There's also a walk-in clinic that is operating on a well that the city had built many years ago, if some of the council from back then remembers that. So the need has been there for improvement. So during engineering, Como Engineering came up with a a plan to save the city some money by working a contract with LUS and installing a master meter near that Super One location, bringing the 12-inch water line across Ambassador Caffrey and then down, basically started from the other direction. The project was quite a bit less expensive, and that's what is being awarded tonight. Things have changed a little bit since then. Again, as you may have seen the email today, in the second special session of the legislature, Broussard was awarded some money for improving water lines, a $500,000 award. So as this project moves forward, Como Engineering is looking at possibly completing a loop of that water line. The original plan was never to completely loop the water line from Racetrack to back to LUS on near Super One, but we may have an opportunity now where the council would want to consider just completing the loop so we don't have to do it in the future since we have some available funds. I know that was a long explanation. Tonight, Daniel is here simply to award to the lowest bidder, but I believe we'll be bringing it back to the council to see if they want to make that decision with the money that we're getting from the state to just kind of complete the job, create it. We all know that looping water lines is where we want to end up whenever we can afford to. Did I explain that correctly, Daniel?
Yes, sir, completely.
So this right here is for, this is not the loop. This is.
No, sir, that is not to loop. That is the original bid of master meter from LUS and come down to feed all the businesses that currently exist. We have a section near the golf course that there is no development yet, but that would be where our loop would have to extend to if the council would so choose to do that. All the way back to Racetrack. I've asked Daniel to kind of run those numbers and bring something back to the council where they could get a complete understanding of the expenditures if they do choose to extend the project.
And we are working on that to get some numbers in.
So Daniel, this particular contract is Southern Construction. If we were to do that, would they honor these numbers that they currently, with, you look at the footage and all that under your feet?
Yes. Yes, I mean, it
Because
depends on the
they're
mirrors.
definitely a lot lower than the, if you look at the bids, they're a lot lower than the closest thing to them is we're saving right at 50 grand. Then the highest is we're saving close to 100 grand, a little over 100 grand. So I'm just asking that, or would it be different?
I kind of think I understand where you're going, is to maybe negotiate with, if we have this extra funds, which kind of brings us to maybe a legal question. We need to sit down and talk to the city attorney to make sure that that still falls under bid law, because it would be changing the scope of work. I think it would be okay, but Don has never heard any of this till right this moment, and all of these things kind of came up in the last day or so. So we got a lot of answers we need to get for y'all to make a good report.
That's correct. Just to clarify that this job did go out for public bid and was awarded. And this is the acceptance of the lowest bid. So we are and we must operate within the current bid law, and we would not operate outside of that.
Correct.
But we may have an opportunity to do a better job for the city, of course, if our legal team blesses it.
Correct. The question is whether we could change order that additional work in or not. That's it. But today, what y'all are approving today has been through the full public bid process, and it's absolutely fine. There's no question about it.
So the good news is that the state has awarded us some money for water line extensions, and we want to make full use of that with the right opportunity. Is there any public comment, Tina?
No public comments.
Any further council discussion?
Question.
District 2? District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Okay.
District 1? Yes. Motion carries.
Item 3.2, adopt resolution number 644-20, requesting financial assistance from the state of Louisiana under the fiscal year 2020-2021 Local Governmental Assistance Program and Community Water Enrichment Fund. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I move.
Second.
Just a small explanation on this item. This is something we do yearly. Don, please correct me if I'm getting off track, but this allows me to sign some paperwork applying for a grant. Richard Minville is handling this for us. He submitted this resolution to us so we could get it in front of the council. Generally, in the past, this is a smaller amount of money in retrospect to some of the projects we do, but we have used this money in years past. Mel, can you think of any of the projects that we funded with this before?
Yeah, we funded numerous, inner city, in the old part of town, numerous, water lines, connecting blocks and what have you, replacing older water lines that were no longer sufficient.
Thank you, Mel. So this simply puts us in a position where the door is open for us to get grant funding. We don't have a specific project for it yet, but Mel is working with Richard to find something that's applicable for this. But we must take this step to have that door open. Public comment, Tina?
No public comments.
Council discussion?
Question.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large,
Yay.
District 1. Yes. District 2,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4.1, ordinance number 20-668, amending the 2020-2021 operating budget of revenues and expenditures of the city of Broussard, Louisiana by adding an additional amount of up to $2,400,000 and no dollars for the Main Street Phase 1 South Bernard to Clara Street project. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I move.
I'll second.
Do we have any public comment, Tina?
We have 3 blue cards in support of this ordinance, from Stephen Abear, Ryan LaGrange, and Toby Armentar, but they do not want to address the council. They're just in support of it.
Okay, thank you. Of course, this is, I think, everyone remembers this is the Envision Broussard Phase 1 project that we had some
Yes, sir.
speakers on and quite a bit of discussion last meeting about. This is the final budget amendment. Is there any council discussion?
I'd like to say something. Ray and Michael, y'all are the only ones here on this council that are old enough and originally from Broussard to remember when these streets were all gravel. Then here came the big sewer lines, and the blacktop was a scraped dirt, sprayed with oil, and dropped with pea gravel, and that was our blacktop. And like Tina says, Tina told me, and Mel stated, we've had some small water line projects in the old part of town here and there, 2 blocks here, 4 blocks here. This is the first major money spent in the old part of town. And where's Walter? What you thinking, about 100 years, huh? But on Main Street, I mean, this is really historical. And I want to just be proud to have my name on it. And I hope we get finished all the way down Main Street, man, in the few years to come.
Thank you, Councilman Bonet. Well said.
But we also need to get working on section 3. We had state money back then when y'all, which you elected, you had state money back then. And we still got it, but if we knew we had it, we should have jumped on it at the beginning of the year when we first got in office to get this thing moving. I'm in agreement, but I'm just letting you know, I think we drug our feet on section 3 when there's a lot of economic value there. So I'm for this project, but I think we said there, we wasted a lot of time and state money. So that's just my opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Any further council discussion?
Question.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large,
Yay.
District 1. Yes. District 2.
Yes.
District 3.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Item 5.1, Mrs. Stacy Romero from the Broussard Chamber of Commerce to give us an update on Christmas events. Welcome, Stacy.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. How are you? I just want to take you back really quickly to July 4th. I know that sounds really odd, but back a few months when we were in the throes of a pandemic and an economic shutdown, and we were trying to determine whether or not we could do anything for the community to bring just a little bit of light and fun to them. And we decided, the chamber decided, with the support of the council, obviously with the city's support, to host the 4th of July fireworks show. Lots of people gathered safely in St. Julian Park to watch a pretty spectacular show, and we also live streamed the event, so people as far away as our friends in Capitale actually watched the event that night. I got so many text messages, phone calls, and whatnot in the days following, just thanking me for doing that, because for a period of 17 minutes during that fireworks show, people were able to forget all the craziness that they were involved with. And it was very much appreciated. So I say that because as we move throughout the rest of this year, I never imagined we were still going to be dealing with a pandemic in December, but we are. And looking at Christmas coming up next month, we figured that this was another opportunity for us to give back to the community. And so I'm here tonight to let you all know that we have in fact decided to move forward with Noel La Broussard on December 2nd. We will host our annual tree lighting event in front of City Hall along with Papa Noel's Market. So that's again December 2nd, which should be a Wednesday if I did that right. Both events will happen live and in person, so nothing virtual. We're going to do everything that we've done in the past safely, of course. And we do believe that based on attendance in years past, that we should not have a problem managing restrictions and guidelines and all that kind of thing. So we're really looking forward to that. We do have two new things that we're adding to our Christmas festivities this year. The first is a citywide Christmas decorating contest, and the second is a chance for one lucky elementary classroom to win a Zoom call with Santa. So a couple of new things that we're going to be able to do regardless of whether we're social distancing or not. We think that's going to be something really fun. The citywide Christmas decorating contest will be open to both businesses and residences in the Broussard area. So you'll be able to register your place, decorate, and we'll go around, we'll make a map and go around and judge everything and actually choose the top winner in both the business and the residential categories and give out prizes for that. And as far as the Zoom call goes, every year we print letters to Santa templates. So, and I think we have a picture, a graphic to show you. There it is. No, it's hard to read, but on the left side of the sheet is a list of all the activities that we will be doing over the Christmas time frame. And on the right is the letter template. So a child can write their letter to Santa. That's a perforated sheet of paper. They can tear it off, deposit the letter in the mailbox that's going to be placed under the gazebo in front of City Hall. And of course, the left side parents and grandparents can keep on the fridge so that they know when to bring them out. But what we're doing is encouraging kids to deposit those letters in the mailbox by December 11th, so that on December 14th, we can choose the winner. We've already been in touch with several principals in the area, and they're so excited about the opportunity to have Santa address a classroom at their school. So we're looking forward to that. That call will probably happen on December 18th if we can coordinate with Santa. We're in the process of trying to get in touch with him now. In an effort to shine a spotlight on Broussard, that's basically what the chamber's here for. One of the reasons we're here, I'm really excited to say that we've been able to partner this year, not only with BEDC like we typically do, but also with KATC TV, Cox Business, and Bass Companies to spread the word about all the things that we're doing. KATC and Cox specifically are going to be helping us to promote our Shop Local initiative here, so really encouraging people to come down to Broussard, shop in our boutiques for their Christmas shopping and whatnot. They have TV spots and digital ads that have been running since last month, and those will run through Christmas. And then Bass Companies is working on billboards right now that are situated along Highway 90 and all the way up and down Ambassador Caffrey Parkway, again, to promote what we're doing here in Broussard. So all of these new things and the traditional things, we hope will bring some Christmas cheer, a little bit of joy to the community. The one thing that's going to be very different this year is that we have decided, unfortunately, not to host our annual Christmas parade. I want you to know that decision was not made lightly. I've been in constant touch with our mayor, with officials at the city level, Lafayette Parish level, and then also with a lot of people who manage crews across the state, Mardi Gras crews, and they deal with parades and all that kind of thing. And it became really obvious. The consensus was that we really could not pull together an event like a parade in a short amount of time and still manage all the restrictions and the guidelines that we're under. So we have chosen not to host the parade this year. I'm going to say one thing. Since April, I guess, one word that has really become like a curse word in my vocabulary is the word cancel. I've had many conversations with my board about canceling events, and I just don't feel like that's something we need to do. A lot of the events that the chamber puts on, we have not canceled. We've not canceled one program or event at all this year. Instead, we've gotten creative. We've figured out how to do them differently, but still be able to engage with the community. At worst case scenario, what I like to think we're doing is postponing events. So with the case of the Christmas parade, we can't obviously postpone a Christmas parade and have it in March or April. That would be kind of silly, but we can postpone a parade. So I would like for you all to know that I'm working really closely with my board right now to plan some sort of a spring event. I don't know yet what that's going to look like. It will be some family-friendly, large event that, in my opinion, would benefit greatly from having a kickoff event like a parade. So my hope is that we can have a parade in the spring attached to a larger event. Again, I don't know what that looks like, and that's primarily because I don't know where we're going to be with respect to restrictions and that kind of thing. But we are working on that, and I promise that I will come back and fill you in on details as we get a little bit closer to that time frame. Until then, I hope that I can count on your support with all the other Christmas events we have planned for this season. I encourage you to decorate, be part of what we have going on, and just help us spread a little bit of cheer. You guys have any questions?
Stacy, I'll just take a minute.
I'm sorry?
I just want to take a second to commend you on the work you're doing with the chamber and the work that the chamber is doing within our community. I know it's been a tough year for you guys. It's been a lot of what the chamber does is ribbon cuttings, grand openings, networking, and that's been almost impossible to do in 2020. But you have found a way to do it, at least in some part. You've still had some good speakers this year. Mike Strain was at the meeting recently, last week, if I remember that right. Burger Smith did a ribbon cutting today. So it's been, I know it's been hard, and the decision to not be able to host the Christmas parade for Broussard was not taken lightly. You're absolutely right about that. I was involved with the conversations with you. I've involved some of the council here, just to get their opinions, but nobody could figure out how to do it responsibly. And it's a regrettable thing that we'll have to postpone, but it seems like the right decision to make. And but still, I'm excited about the other events that the chamber is planning, because Christmas is a big deal in Broussard. It's something that we continue to talk about putting more energy into. We've always had a very good attendance at lighting of the Christmas tree. The decorating contest, I think, is fantastic. You know, I've wanted that for a couple of years, because we do want to turn Broussard into a destination where families can come and look at Christmas lights at no cost, and you can, it's a destination to do that. So thank you again for the work you're doing for the chamber. Thank you for being here and being consistent for the city of Broussard, and we appreciate all the hard work.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Item 6.1, adjourn the meeting. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
Second.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large,
Yay.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.